everyone. Today I shall be talking about theatrical things. You know, scripts, stages, plays, actors, and all the parts that are played. Shakespeare sort of said that life is like a stage and we all have our parts to play. And that's more true than you would ever know. I had a case in point where I was working at a company and I was clearing off some old computers. I was to make sure that they were cleaned off and if there's anything on there to kind of review it and then if necessary delete it or print it or transfer it or whatever. And in the process of this, I don't know if this was intentional or not, I came across scripts. These are not scripts like programs, these are scripts like in a play. And these scripts in particular dealt with a number of events, many events, and a fair amount of them I had attended myself. And I had no idea that it was that scripted. Now this was not a showbiz company, this was a regular company. But apparently with the upper management, everything had to be scripted and rehearsed and polished and perfect. You get, a printout and oh my goodness, here's the script. Get on the stage from the right, walk on up, take a bow or two, everybody's clapping, kind of quiet them down, tell a little joke, get them to laugh a little bit, announce the next person coming up, exit stage left, and on it goes, and the next person comes up and it says the spotlight's on them, and they announce this new thing or whatever, and so it goes. And I just thought they were spontaneous or went off of an outline, kind of impromptu, and it really wasn't. It was all totally rehearsed. It was an act, which is like that show where called Network, in a movie where the preacher comes out and eventually says, none of it is real, it's all illusions. And the trouble is that people watch the TV so much they believe the illusions. Now that movie was made back in the 1970s, but I think being an election year, it has application today. That we have all of these candidates and a whole lot of stuff happening with the media, and it's all theatrical, and everybody has their parts to play. And they have lines to say, they have a role to do, jobs to do here, jobs to do there, and it's all playing out. And I want you to keep that in mind as the thing progresses. Now, it's all controlled by media, which is showbiz in one form or another. And I was thinking perhaps you might want to consider what role the third party has in this play, because I have a feeling they really aren't part of the play. A lot of the people who have been eliminated and the third parties generally speak their mind, and they're allowed to do so because nobody's listening. And they should be listening. They should be paying attention and asking questions. So I just thought I'd leave that with you to think about that and look at things in terms of a play and scripts, and is everybody doing their part? Now your part will come in November at election time. You can vote for the one that is going to be in the script that you're going to be following, or you can take the script, voter, exit this voter here, enter into the voting booth, close the curtain, go over to this little lever, pull down. Maybe not. Maybe you pull a different lever down this time. Think about it. Look at your third party people. See what they are actually saying, and it's probably going to be closer to what you want than what the media is giving you with this big old show that you're watching. So that's the words and wisdom for today. I'll be seeing ya. Postscript. I bet you're wondering if I use a script or not. Do I memorize my lines? Well, Sometimes I do have a script, and sometimes I do memorize lines, but I'm not very good at memorizing. Usually I work from an outline. I have an idea, a theme, and I say it over to myself over and over again many times. And finally, when it's good enough, I'll do some takes on camera. And a few of them will be flub-a-dubs. And then finally I'll get one that I think is pretty good, and that's the one that's a keeper. So that's how I do it. But do I follow a script? Well, the script I follow, mind you, I write. That's the script I follow. What script do you follow? Do you follow a script? I don't know. But sometimes I don't even have a script. I just wing it and make it up as I go along. And that's what makes it more interesting.